No, Peen, this is annoying me. Go like that. You've got a big spider on the side of your head. Look.
You're taking the mick.
No,
take it out then.
Take it out.
Take it out. Clifton, take it out.
Oh my God.
Do you see it?
Oh my God, also you're such a
not a spider. What's the sleeve about?
What's the sleeve about?
Yeah, because it looked like it was... But it's been there for like 5
You got
minutes.
that on camera?
What a finish by Wilfried Zaha! And it's found its way through!
Even though Wolves have not started the season great, they've been playing brilliant football. They just can't put the ball in the back of the net, and they've brought in some outstanding players. But Palace has been difficult. They've had a hard start. They've played some of the tough teams, still managed to get good results and stuff like that. So, but they're a team that have evolved under Patrick Vieira. I think Palace have been outstanding. But they've got some top players there, and I feel the job Patrick Vieira has done at Crystal Palace has been excellent. But it will be a tough game, but I'm never going to go against Crystal Palace.
They've put in some really good performances after the opening day defeat to Arsenal. So they've had these incredibly difficult fixtures. They've not got loads and loads of points, just they've had some really tough games. But the performances that they've put in, I think, have been pretty good. And Clinton's right, they are developing under Vieira. You can see something really special starting to happen at Palace. The fact they had all of September off doesn't help.
Yeah.
You know, they went for a long time without playing.
Is creating chances one of their big problems, do you think, Peen?
I actually think this is a really good fixture for them. I think this will be a good test to see if they can create the chances, because they have to create the chances against teams like Wolves, and they have to score them. So whether they can do it, we'll see. But it will be an interesting one to see how they do.
The only thing I would say about Palace, I was at the Brentford game, and they went 1-0 up. Zaha scored a great goal. They don't have the ability to go again. They don't have that cutting edge. It's like Zaha scores a great goal and that's enough. And actually, Zaha came out in the post-match interview and was really frustrated.
I remember that one.
And said, like, why do we always do this? Like, we need to be able to, like, see teams out. That was a good Brentford side, and Brentford ended up coming back and it was a draw. I would have liked to see Palace, you know, from a sort of ownership point of view, really go for someone like Conor Gallagher. I felt like they sort of resigned to the fact that, oh, he's gone back to Chelsea. So I think they miss him massively.
No, they do. He's outstanding. He sets all the presses, and watch his space. Palace might be able to go back in, might go in for
I think they should.
No spoiler, but I just know they do like him as a player, and I think Annie's spot on. Will he get that much game time at Chelsea where he wants to play regular? He'll get that at Crystal Palace. Palace's biggest problem is scoring goals. It's the number 9. They've got Mateta, they signed Edouard from Celtic. They have to start contributing and scoring more goals. Too reliant on Wilfried Zaha. The other players have to step up to the mark, in particular the number 9s, because Elise, he'll score goals, Eze will score goals, but I'd love them to sign Conor Gallagher. I think he'd be brilliant.
But you can say that about so many teams in the Premier League. There are so many teams where you think they're really well balanced, really nice midfield, kind of good sort of creative options, no cutting edge, and it's just there's no strikers. And Wolves are a great example of that.
But if you look at it in terms of their creative players, as Clinton alluded to, they've got so many good players in that team that could potentially put it on a plate for Diego Costa.
Yeah, exactly. Ruben Neves has been performing really well at the start of the season. Coutinho as well. They've just got great midfield players, the wingers as well. They're not afraid to get up. They're not afraid to get inside the box as well. So I think it'll be exciting to see how they do, especially just because they've got that key striker now to be able to just target, to get those crosses in, to create those chances in midfield.
Yeah, but I've got to admit, I found them a little bit, maybe sterile is the right word. They're neat and they're tidy.
Sterile?
And they've...
A posh way of saying boring?
Sort of, yeah. Like, they just... a little bit of a lack of inspiration, like you just wonder whether there's a little bit of a lack of purpose, lack of menace.
Do you think they miss a Connor Cody kind
100%.
of, you know, because I thought that was quite interesting.
They did have quite a big turnover of players this summer that's maybe gone a little bit unnoticed. They got rid of the likes of Dendoncker, Cody, Romain Saiss. So actually, they have tried to refresh it up a bit, haven't they?
They've got a lot of talent there. And I guess the test for this season for Wolves, they're not going to get relegated or anything, but the test is maybe to find a new kind of vision, a new kind of identity.